Hello everyone, this is Mr. Gray. Today we are back with another ITX mini PC build featuring the L200 case from a Chinese brand, SHINY SNAKE. The internal layout of the L200 is very similar to the Johnsport T6 we built previously. It uses a top-mounted GPU and bottom-mounted PSU design with a straight-through front-to-back airflow. The case measures 210 by 166 by 300 mm with a total volume of just 10.4 liters, making it even slimmer than the T6. For hardware compatibility, the L200 supports CPU coolers up to 135 mm in height, GPUs up to 210 mm, and SFXL power supplies at the bottom. Considering the overall style of the case, we went with a more budget-friendly configuration this time. For the CPU and the motherboard, we choose the Ryzen 7 9700X paired with the ASRock B850I Lightning WiFi. For the graphics card, we are using the MSI RTX 5060 Ti Inspire. This card is a bit larger than the iGame RTX 5700 we used before, with a length of 205mm. It uses a dual fan design with 3 heat pipes, and thanks to the lower power draw and the larger heatsink, the noise level should be quite reasonable. The CPU cooler is also a new product. The Pccooler RC620MX is a dual tower air cooler with 6 heat pipes, and the total height is only 120mm. One nice feature of this cooler is the quick release fan design. You can simply pull the fan upward to remove it, which makes the installation much easier. The black and silver color design also gives it a clean and premium look. Here is the final part list of this build. We are also using the GamerStorm's new 850W SF power supplies and ASUS ProArt PF120 fans. Later we will test the temperature, noise and airflow of the whole system. You can use the chapters below to jump to the section you want. When building this PC, the two main things you need to pay attention to are fan installation and cable management. There are cable routing holes next to the motherboard, which are helpful for hiding cables. However, the front fan mounting area takes up part of this space, so the available room for cables becomes more limited once the fans are installed. Because of this, using slim and thinner fans will make the whole build process much easier. In our build, we are using the ASUS ProArt PF120 fans, which are 120 by 28mm in size. These fans are thicker than the normal 25mm fans, so they take up more space inside the case. As a result, the front fan slightly pushes the graphics card upward. This does not cause any performance issue, but it also requires more time and patience to do cable management. Another important point is the power supply choice. Although the case officially supports SFXL power supplies, we still recommend using a standard SFX PSU. It leaves more free space inside the case, which makes it much easier to hide cables and keep the interior clean. Now let's take a look at the test results. The airflow of this case is still mainly front to back. However, during the smoke test, we can also see smoke coming out from the rear and the bottom of the case. The top mounting GPU adds another air intake point. After the smoke is pulled into the GPU, the hot air is pushed out through the side of the case and the back of the graphics card. From the side camera angle, you can clearly see that thanks to the two rear exhaust fans, the overall airflow inside the case works quite well. There is no serious heat build-up and hot air is removed efficiently. For temperature testing, we use 3D Mark Time Spy as a stress test. The room temperature during testing was around 20.5 degrees. After running the stress test for 15 minutes, we record the temperatures using HW info. Considering the small size of this case, the overall temperature performance is very solid. According to the data, our MSI RTX 5060 Ti Inspire runs at an average full load power draw of 180 watts, with an average fan speed of around 1900 RPM. For noise testing, we place the entire system at a semi-anephonic chamber with ambient noise below 10 dB and measure noise at a distance of 30 cm. The noise level measures 37 dB from the front and 35 dB from the side. This is a clear improvement compared to our previous build. To wrap things up, compared to the PC build we did last time, this PC feels more balanced overall, and it also comes in at a lower total cost. You could say that we trade some performance for lower noise levels and a smaller system size, but for many people, a Ryzen 7 9700X paired with a RTX 5060 Ti 16GB is already a very powerful setup. This configuration is more than capable of handling native 1440p gaming, and with NVIDIA's latest DLSS 4.5 upgrade, you can push performance even further when needed. At around $50 US, I'm honestly not sure if you can find a case with a similar layout in other countries, so feel free to let me know in the comments. Here in China, the L200 is already considered fairly affordable. Many cases with a similar design cost $70 or more, and of course, those more expensive cases usually offer better materials and a more premium look. At the end of the day, you get what you pay for. That's pretty much it for this build, and let me know what you think about this PC in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.